Welcome everybody. You're watching On Stage on Altitude. We're here at the Thirsty Parrot in very hip, beautiful downtown Colorado Springs, Colorado. And if you come down here, you're more than likely to see these guys. This is Martini Shot. We're very glad to have these guys here. Guys, welcome. Welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. This is kind of your home club here. This is like your artist. You're like artists in residence here, right?
This is one of them, yes. Yeah, this is one of them.
So what's the scene like down here for you guys? Now you guys are one of the, obviously the biggest or one of the biggest bands playing in southern Colorado, which is only 60, 70 miles away from Denver, but a lot of times it's kind of a separate scene. What's it like playing down here?
We play every weekend, so we're very busy between here and Pueblo. We're playing every weekend. We play quite a few clubs up here in the Springs, and we kind of stick more towards the festivals and things like that down in Pueblo. But we also play a couple clubs down there every once in a while.
That's great. Well, it's neat. It seems like it's always been a pretty vibrant music scene down here, which I don't think a lot of people from Denver necessarily realize. But there's been a number of great bands that play down here, and there's almost always live music going on in Colorado Springs, which people don't really think about.
As Andy said, we play about 48 weekends out of the year, and probably most of them, 3/4 if not more, are in southern Colorado.
Wow.
And we watch bands. We go up to Denver and we play, with 3 or 4 other bands, and we make $20 at the door or whatever. And we have a lot of respect for those bands up there in Denver because they have a lot more competition than we do. But the venues down here in southern Colorado are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And if you're a band that can play 3 or 4 hours, then there's plenty of venues that you can play here. And why go all the way up, up north for us and travel so much,
right.
When we can stick kind of in our own backyard and
right.
and have a good time here.
Well, you wouldn't be making, you wouldn't be making money at it if you weren't good. It's not just that there's not a lot of competition down here. You guys are very, very good. You guys are a very, very good band. In fact, you guys have won a bunch of awards here in the last 4 or 5 years. What would you consider to be your most prestigious award that you've won in the last few years?
Probably. We've been voted best band in Colorado Springs by the Colorado Springs Independent a couple times, both original band and cover band. Right. So that was probably one of the cooler ones, and we've been voted the same kind of things in Pueblo as well.
How do you feel about playing covers? Like a lot of bands are like, no, I never play covers, and some bands are like, why not? People dance to them, and we get people out. And
actually, I made fun of him before I got in the band for playing covers, and then he showed me the money.
if you're gonna make any money at this, you got to play some covers and get the people involved. And the thing is, if you play some covers and if you play something that people are familiar with, they're much quicker to kind of identify with you. And then you throw a couple tunes of yours at them, and you throw enough on the wall.
Right, it can be a real gateway into your original music. They find stuff of yours that they like.
And a lot of people say they can't even tell the difference. I mean, they're like, that was an original? Awesome,
Yeah, our style, we always interject our style into what we're doing. Right. So if we play a cover, first of all, we never practice, so we're not really that good at learning a cover exactly the way it should be learned, and that's one thing. So we're pretty lazy, but because of that, it's a good thing, because then we actually make it into our thing. It's like the Martini Shot covering this piece,
right? The
Martini Shot style.
Your interpretation of it, rather than just trying to play it as is. You're trying to put your own nuances into it.
Yeah, so that adds for a lot of variety and a lot of fun on stage because we can do what we want with those covers and make them our own. So
that's great. That's great. Now you guys have been open and playing down here and being like the preeminent band down here. You guys get a chance to open for some other bands.
Yeah.
And I had here that you opened for Blue Oyster Cult.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What was that?
Last summer.
First of all, I don't know how we were in the same genre as Blue Oyster Cult, but it was really, really cool. It was amazing.
Because they liked us down there.
I have a great story about that actually. The roadie who takes care of all the guitar tech stuff,
right.
He actually got to play the cowbell on Don't Fear the Reaper, but they hide him behind the bass player's amp. So he's hiding behind, the amp basically with a microphone. And we had sampled that Saturday Night Live skit into my sampler, so we had all the more cowbell stuff and all that, that basically everybody's familiar with that Saturday Night Live skit. It's, notorious in their skits. Well, when he actually got on to play Don't Fear the Reaper, he was behind there and he's hitting the cowbell, and I'm on the videotape behind the stage going, more cowbell, and he's looking at me going, dude, please,
You gotta figure
Go away,
after like
please.
50 or 60 years of being the roadie, they might as well give him a little FaceTime on stage.
You think?
He
He was like the most important
Come on,
musician
guys.
in that song right there.
He was a young kid too.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear some of your music here. This first song we're going to do is Too Much Fun. Again, this is Martini Shot with Too Much Fun.
Excuse me, the beat they say. Somebody scream to start the party. Take a minute, set up, you're on the vacay. Yeah, you're in a book for the boost, yeah. Get yourself up on the dance floor. If the students don't hit your don't head for the door. Let loose, don't you sit acting hardcore like I'm back at the Doritos. Don't wait for. Don't slow your roll. Don't have control. Be somebody tonight. Let's go too far. Let's buy the bar. Be somebody tonight. The fun has just begun. There's nothing like the summer sun. Inhibitions on the run. There's no such thing as too much fun. Too much fun. Cuties in the club, booze on the beach. Betty butt bling like a diabetic speech. You know you wanna touch, but you just can't reach. And you say you by the veil, leave your pant like screech. Come on, girl, you're insane to complain. Just one more shot to adjust your aim. No love, all touch, it can't hurt too much. Don't slow your roll, don't have control. Be somebody tonight. Let's go too far, let's buy the bar. Be somebody tonight. The fun has just begun. There's nothing like the summer sun. Inhibitions on the run. There's no such thing as too much fun. Too much fun. Too much. The fun has just begun. There's nothing like the summer sun. Inhibitions on the run, on the run. There's no such thing as too much fun. Too much fun. Too much fun. Too much fun.
Welcome back to On Stage. We're here at the Thirsty Parrot in Colorado Springs at this fantastic live music venue. You guys have the stuff I've seen on you have a great stage presence. And I was wondering if you got that, if there was a particular inspiration?
I think a big part of our stage presence is that we enjoy having a good time on stage. And I think as performers, and of course you as a performer, you know that if the audience doesn't see that you're having a good time, they're not going to want to have a good time. So the more fun we have, we feel like the more fun they'll have, and then we start feeding off of each other. And it just kind of, and we're not afraid to do some dumb things, so it's kind of
For the older guys in the band, I'm just speaking from that behalf. I think a lot of it is just catching up to the youngins on stage and making sure, that we don't look too bad. But yeah, I'm always sucking wind when we're jumping up and down. But I won't let these guys get the better of me. I got to jump higher than them. So.
When I joined the group, I saw some video of myself just kind of standing there because I wasn't used to it. So it's like boy, that looks dumb, so I had to start moving. I don't know if it's good. Probably after tonight, I might think about it again. After I watch this, yeah, maybe I'll change my mind about that.
And now the cool thing is that a lot of you guys are teachers. I mean, I think most working musicians will credit a certain music teacher in their lives for really inspiring them to go on. So that's really neat that so many of the four of you are doing that. Now, you're the musical director at Pueblo High School?
At Pueblo East.
Pueblo East, excuse me.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah. Vocal music.
Yeah, you don't get the right one.
Yeah, vocal music at Pueblo East.
Right on. Well, that's a big one. Now who else is a music director? Now, Brian, you're the director of bands at Manitou High School?
Manitou Springs.
Manitou
yeah.
Springs?
High school and middle school.
Wow, that's great. And you're also in the National Guard.
That's correct.
And you just got back. Thanks for doing that.
Oh, thank
You
you.
just got back from doing that.
It's my
2 weeks
pleasure.
Forth this awesome haircut that he has.
I know. That's the first thing I noticed. I noticed that right away. It's the nerve center of the band. That's what I figured. Brooke, you're also a high school music teacher?
Yes, I teach vocal music at Centennial High School in Pueblo.
Wow. Now, how is that? Like I said earlier, speaking of a tough audience, like is that?
Well, high school kids, yeah, are definitely a tough audience, you bet.
Right.
But they are so much fun. And the best thing is that you get results out of high school kids, and that you can usually be yourself around them, and they will be themselves, obviously, whether you want them to or not. And usually, it's a great day. It's a great way to spend the day. You know, it's kind of like your extended family. So it's a lot of fun.
Nice part is that they give, it makes you feel young when you're around them, and they make you feel young. And one thing I think that we all did when we're putting our CDs together, we'll play them for the high school kids because they'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're excellent to like do a case study on your music. You know, they'll tell you right away, you know, whether or not it's happening now or not.
You're also a
Yes.
music teacher, right?
Well, this will be something new for me. I'm going to teach middle school band this year. I've done it before, but I've been doing a lot of grade school teaching over the past few years, and decided I wanted to get back into the middle school area.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, and I'm lucky to take over a very successful program, and it's going to be good.
I just think that's so wonderful that you guys are doing that. It just means, when I was reading your bio and reading up on you guys, it was just one of the things that I really wanted to, I just really appreciated that about you. So I wanted to, you know, you had to have a lot of positive energy to do those jobs, and I'm so glad you're doing that. So.
Well, giving something back is important, I think, to us. And you know, education now, especially with music and the way that music and the arts is kind of diminishing in schools, I think it's extremely important. And you know, the proof is in the pudding.
Yep.
If you look at the test scores and you look at it, most of our kids are, you know, doing better at math and science and English because they're in music and they're involved in the arts.
We did things in music when we were younger, and if it wasn't there, who knows if we'd be doing this right now.
If it wasn't for jazz band, I'd probably.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I know that one too. Yeah. Now, you guys are sure you guys are academics, but Ryan, you have a PhD apparently.
I do.
Would you like to share that with the audience?
Well, no, I actually did graduate from CSU Pueblo in business, but I actually stole that from my hero Prince. He has an advanced body moving PhD.
Well, it was funny because like I think a lot of musicians would see that phrase and go, "Oh, he's a Prince fan," you know. But I think if somebody that's booking a wedding is like, "Really?"
I'll be Dr. Ryan.
So it's a combination of arts and dancing. I think that's wonderful.
If anybody was going to invent the curriculum, it would be Pizzle.
Right on. Well, let's go to the next song. The song that we're going to play next is Only for Tonight, and we have Martini shot here live at the Thirsty Parrot. So here you go, Only for Tonight.
It starts with just an ordinary glance. Friday night, something right with the world. The sort of guy never gets that chance. The timing's right to invite a new girl. A single moment, then it's gone. But my captain will make it alright. I wonder what I did wrong. Only for tonight. Only for tonight. Starts again as she goes back in the place. Let's get killed and navigated them all. And something right that look on her face so she'll take care of it all. It doesn't matter what I do, no need to search for words this time. The signs are right, yeah, I'll follow through. Only for tonight. Only for tonight. Only for tonight. Tonight. I start the day with the sun in my face. A walk of shame, but there's no one to blame. I think to myself as I'm leaving the place. Well, I'll see her again when she remember my name. We don't have to understand, but that don't make it right. A one-time thing or a one-night stand. Only for tonight. Only for tonight. Only for tonight. Tonight, tonight, tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight. It's okay, it's alright, we just might only for tonight.
Welcome back. You're watching On Stage, and we're getting to know the world's loudest wedding band. Apparently, that's the title they've been given. Martini Shot. Now, how did that name come about? Martini Shot.
Actually, the Martini Shot has nothing to do with alcohol at all. The Martini Shot is movie slang for the last shot they do in a movie, and so it's kind of a metaphor for celebration. It's a metaphor for kind of capturing a moment in time. And so I felt like that was, it's kind of something pretty cool. And actually, our first sax player came up with that. So,
right on.
Got to give a shout out to Steve Bogucki for that one.
Well, cool. Now we know that. How did you get the title, the crown of the world's loudest wedding band?
Well, usually I think the Broadmoor actually is the one who told us that we were one of the loudest. Honest truth, Flash Cadillac holds the record because they played so loud one time at the Broadmoor that the chandelier fell out of the ceiling and landed on the floor. So, and we've tried, but we haven't gotten there quite yet. But no, it's just when we do weddings, which we do a lot of weddings because we do play a lot of covers.
Right.
And we're such a variety band that basically I always ask the bride to be, do you understand who you're booking? And you have seen us before, right. And you do know that we're extremely, upbeat and loud, and so usually that's what they want, and that's okay. But the venues that we play at, for receptions, they're used to the little three-piece jazz in the corner, kind of thing going on, and we show up
Girl
with
from Ipanema.
Yeah, we show up with just walls and walls of PA.
Being wheeled in, they just have a heart attack.
Start getting a little nervous.
So, but that's actually our sound man is the one who coined it. I do believe he says that we're the world's loudest.
Well, he's the one
and
that
he
was
worked
there
for
Flash Cadillac.
So,
What a great racket for you guys to have the Broadmoor in your hometown, or in your home area. For weddings, for doing wedding bands. Holy cow, how many weddings do those guys have? I mean, they probably have
a lot.
1,000 weddings a year down there for you guys to take aim at, eh?
3 or 4 going on every weekend at the same time.
Right. Now you guys have had you have 2 releases out, and about how many copies? Just for people to get an idea, about how many copies of those total have you sold of your records?
20,000.
No. Works for me.
We wish. I don't know. Maybe not quite that.
We're a little over 3,000 on our first release, and we're getting ready to go into 2,000 for the second. That just came out in January. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. I always wonder how many, and it's totally different now. You don't just track CD sales because of iTunes, and you guys also have your stuff up on iTunes, which is a really big deal. Was that a difficult thing for you guys to figure out how to do and to get that done?
No, it was really easy. We work through CD Baby, and then they have an automatic distribution towards iTunes, so there's an option there. And anyone selling records, I'd encourage them to definitely look into CD Baby, and it's just a real easy way for musicians to get their music out.
It's amazing nowadays, like what a band can do in self-marketing and self-promotion with the internet and what they can sell.
Yeah, you guys do a really good job of that. I'm going to ask you about that in a minute, but let's listen to another tune first. This next song is called I Don't Mind. This is the Martini Shot. We're here in beautiful downtown Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Say it's time to talk again. We've been here before. Revolving door. Empty threats of going other ways. Time to follow through. Try something new. No one likes beginnings of the ends. Broken hearts are bare. Spitting up our friends. If you ever want some lemon in your tea, well, that's just fine with me. Emotion free. But before you close that door, let it revolve once more. I don't mind if you want to have a good time, if you want to find a new line to walk a while. I can't find the words to tell you what I want to. The lies that we can finally see through now. See through now. So you say that things have gotten old, life's too routine, you need a change to see. Well, it's been a long time coming now, when we both agree to disagree. I'll pick up on my favorite traits again, like drinking with my friends till 3 a.m. Return to a life that's less than clean, dirty magazines, too much caffeine. But before you close that door, let it revolve once more. I don't mind if you want to have a good time, if you want to find a new line to walk a while. I can't find the words to tell you what I want to. The lies that we can finally see through now. Come on and break it down.
Welcome back to the Thirsty Parrot. We're here with the Martini shot, getting ready for the craziness that's going to ensue here in just a little bit. If someone wanted to find you guys on the World Wide Web, how would they best go about that?
Web address is martinishotband.net.
Martinishotband.net.
And you can find us on MySpace.
Now, you guys are really good at promoting yourselves with an EPK or an electronic press kit. What goes into making a really good one? What was important to you to really present yourself as best as you could with that?
We try to put together a kit that gets a little more personal with the band, and then shows us live on stage and having fun, having a great time. And we try to promote those pictures. I mean, so many press kits out there are just, okay, here's the bios of the band, and here's our CD. But as we all know, it's different live than certainly on the recording. So I think one of our assets is that when we play live, we get the crowd involved, we get people going, we can show that really nicely with the press kit.
Tell me about your writing process. How does that work? Do you have a certain mode that you use, or do you just kind of all get together and throw stuff together? Is there one guy?
It's a little different every time, I think, but it usually starts with someone coming up with a lick or a chord progression or something. We've been lucky lately. Ryan has his own little Pro Tool set in his basement, and he comes up with the lick and then plays the drums and everything and puts it all together, and then we can listen to it and kind of get an idea, start thinking of what we're going to add to it, start thinking about lyrics, and then other times it just kind of, he might not record it, or someone else will come up with something. Even Rob has put something down on piano. And we get it to everybody, and lo and behold, when you hear it on the CD, there's no piano on it at all. So
it just comes right out.
Just kind of just.
Yeah, we've even written songs where I've just told Andy that this is the song I want written, and I'll just give a premise of like what I want covered in the material, and then he'll run off with somebody else, maybe him and Brian or somebody, and then the next thing you know, like without interjecting anything into it, creatively, and just see what comes out, and then it's a song. Matter of fact, on our new album, we have a song that we've never even played live, and we just did it for the CD, and that's it.
The song was essentially written in the studio for the most part, and then just.
Greg has his own studio. We are so lucky that we don't have to go pay for recording, and we can just go in and do what we want, and there really isn't a tried and true process. A lot of it is like sitting around on the floor, hanging out, and just with acoustics, and just banging out a chorus and banging out a verse, and somebody adding, this would be better if you said this there, or I just wrote a bridge, and before you know it, everybody collaborated together to make a piece.
That's one thing that does stay the same, is the collaboration on the lyrics. I think that's we all bounce off each other till we come up with something we like. And
all the way around, I think that's the most important thing about our writing and the style of the different kind of styles that you'll find on our discs is everyone has something that they put into it.
We have such an identity crisis. We've never decided like what we are as a genre. So we write a lot like the eclectic in the aspect, kind of like a Bare Naked Ladies kind of thing. The same concept of one song might be rock, the next song is going to be, maybe slow and more jazz oriented, or more fusion oriented, or adult oriented rock, or whatever it might be, and the next thing might just be sleazy ska, funk. We've been quoted as sleazy ska.
Well, you know what? You guys have, Greg, I wanted to ask you about this. You wear a lot of hats in the band, and you record the band. Is it interesting recording? I would think it'd be quicker recording music teachers. Because everybody's got, no, because here's why. Because I think everybody probably has a pretty good grasp of theory. So at least you're not taking a lot of time to go over dumb stuff.
Yeah, it's relatively pretty quick when these guys come in to record. They come in, do their basic tracks with guitars, vocals, and we just stack on top of that. And it's, it's real smooth. It's a real smooth process.
And that way he can go back and do drum sounds over and over and over again when you guys are already gone.
Yeah, that's true. That happens too.
Greg's like Van Halen. It's kind of scary because he's done his own projects where he has done the guitar, the bass, the drums, the vocals, everything. So I swear to God, I've come into the studio before and go, I didn't play that, man. It's like, who played that,
I snuck in the studio late at night.
Right. Well, stay tuned. We're going to be right back. We've got lots more with Martini Shot. We're coming to you from the Thirsty Parrot, downtown Colorado Springs. We'll be right back.
and now is not the time to think all about my many defects that led you to your latest prospects. I'm not as weak as you might think. So say a prayer for me. They come and go like seasons. Whatever happens now, it happens for a reason. So say a prayer for me, 'cause I'll be just fine. Wait and see. You know I'll wait my whole life for one chance, not to be a victim of circumstance. You'd think right now I'd make it, but you always had to fake it. I guess it's true that nice guys fame is last. So say a prayer for me. They come and go like seasons. Whatever happens now, it happens for a reason. So say a prayer for me, 'cause I'll be just fine. Wait and see. Wait and see. Wait and see. Wait and see. So say a prayer for me. They come and go like seasons. Whatever happens now, it happens for a reason. Don't say a prayer for me, 'cause I'll be just fine. Don't say a prayer for me. They come and go like seasons. Whatever happens now, it happens for a reason. Don't say a prayer for me, 'cause I'll be just fine. Wait and see. Yeah, yeah.
You're watching On Stage, and we're back with Martini Shot. Tell us a little bit about that last song, Don't Say a Prayer for Me.
The song's mainly about, someone thinking that you might be codependent and, really you're not. So don't say a prayer for me, I'll be fine.
Right. Does that play into a lot of you? I mean, I'm sure you guys have a lot of different relationships, being in the band and also being working music teachers. You have to kind of approach it a little bit differently than you would if you were just these touring musicians that are just out all the time and away from your families. I mean, it's a totally different deal.
No, we wear so many hats. I mean,
Right.
For me, the most important thing in my life right now is my wife and my son and my daughter to be in September, and being a father is such an important, beautiful part of my life right now. I would never go on the road. I just wouldn't do it right now. It's just, that's mainly why I'm so lucky and blessed that we have this outlet, with our music. But Ryan, he's a father as well. Several of us are married. And yeah, being teachers, we wear a lot of hats, and so we can't just be those rock stars that, a lot of times it's funny, people think that like we sleep till 4 or 5 and that we get up and we start drinking, like immediately. And
wait till third period.
Yeah,
least, right?
somebody, our girlfriend drives us to our gig or something. It's like, it's totally not like that. We have completely different lives and careers and.
Right.
So
now, Brian, part of your career is that you're in the National Guard as
That's
well,
correct.
and you're actually in the National Guard band, which is really interesting. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we just like any National Guard unit, we meet 1 week in a month, and then 2 weeks out of the year. During the 2 weeks out of the year in the summer, we travel around, and unfortunately, these guys have been great with accepting that, and I'm gone 2 weeks, and that's several gigs that I miss in the summertime. But I believe it's important, and then they also support that. And we travel around Colorado generally and play concerts for publics around, and we support our troops and support the troops by supporting them by playing concerts for them and letting them know that even though there's thousands of miles away, we're out there, and we have lots of people that come watch us just to support the troops. So.
We always raise a glass to the military. Almost every show, we always talk about, the importance of what they're doing over there. And
Sometimes they'll just come up and start talking to you. to us, you know, on break or whatever. Tell us what they like about our music, or if they're a musician too, and you know.
Hopefully,
And it's really cool to know that a lot of folks have taken our CDs, you know, wherever they might be going, and we get emails and all that kind of stuff from a lot of our friends.
That's great.
that are
That's
serving
a
right now.
really neat thing. You guys, you have a lot of really wonderful, interesting things about your band. So let's do another song. This is Love Song in the Making, and we're going to be back with more Martini Shot on stage.
A love song in the making. All right, here's a tune off the new album. It's called Love Song in the Making. I'm not ready for love. I'm not sexy enough. I'm not saying too much. But I'm craving your touch. Yeah. Am I playing too cool? Should I be straying from the rules? They say that Russian is for fools. What am I supposed to do when I can't help it with you? You are a love song in the making. You are a chance worth taking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to pretend. It's not desire that you send. And I'm not staring, look away, yeah, yeah, yeah. My eyes might tell you what I won't say. You are a love song in the making. You are a chance worth taking. That perfect light and melody that makes you wanna ooh. It makes me wanna sing it every day for you. Thank you.
Welcome back to On Stage. We are here with Martini Shot at the Thirsty Parrot. Once again, let's give the website where people can get a hold of you.
It's martinishotband.net.
So you've sold 20,000 copies of your first 2 releases, and what's your plan for the next record? What do you have going on?
You know, being that we've been so busy with not only work but then family and then playing. I mean, we've been doing, you know, four gigs a week. You know, also working during all that kind of time. So we haven't even started writing.
Yeah.
So I know Ryan's got a couple ideas up there in the old noggin.
Finally starting to creep back into the writing mode, you know, but we'll get there.
Songs are like children. Some are planned, some are not, you know, and some are pretty and some are ugly, and it's funny how they come, you know, out. It's just like, it's, well, you know, I know, it's funny, but honest truth, the songs will emerge, you know, as they're
So
ready.
we're hoping soon.
Great. Well, good. Well, good luck to you guys. I really enjoyed meeting you guys. So good luck. Have a great show tonight. Thanks a lot to the Thirsty Parrot for letting us crash their bar and their beautiful bar. And thank you for being here on stage. We're going to go ahead and close out with one of their songs I know well called My Town. So thanks to Martini Shot and thanks for watching On Stage.
It's great to see you. Hasn't been that long. You know you haven't changed at all. Hey, what's that you're drinking? Can I buy you one? To get back to when we were young and we used to have so much fun. And here we are again, where everyone's a friend. It's always getting late and we're just wishing that the night would never end. So live with the weekend and try to comprehend what to do to the end. And I could look into the sky where time stands still, where good times don't age, the more that things change. Laugh just a little too much and I talk just a little too loud. And we'll drink just a little too much in my town, yeah. And we'll swear because we like to cuss. And we'll laugh because we're curious. Come on, raise a glass with us in my town. Raise a glass. When life was one big party, now I work no play. I reminisce about the bitter day. You were so when I stole your girlfriend. Dang, she was fine. I was there until you took mine. But dang, she was fine. And here we are again, where everyone's a friend. It's always getting late, and we're just wishing that the night would never end. To live with the weekend and try to comprehend what to do to the end. And I could look into the sky, yeah, where time stands still, where good times don't age, the more that things change. Laugh just a little too much and I talk just a little too loud. And we'll drink just a little too much in my town. And we'll swear because we like to cuss. And we'll laugh because we're curious. Come on, raise a glass with us in my town, yeah. And I look into the sky where time is still still, yeah, where good times don't age, the more that things change, the more they stay the same. Laugh just a little too much and I talk just a little too loud. And we'll drink just a little too much in my town. And we'll swear because we like to cuss. And we'll laugh because we're curious. Come on, raise a glass with us in my town. Sing with us. Yeah, we'll laugh just a little too much and I talk just a little too loud. And we'll drink just a little too much in my town. Ah, yeah. And we'll swear because we like to cuss. And we'll laugh because we're curious. Come on, raise a glass with us in my town. Yeah. We'll laugh just a little too much and I talk just a little too loud. And we'll drink just a little too much in my town. Yeah. And we'll swear because we like to cuss. And we'll laugh because we're curious. Come on, raise a glass with us in my town. Keep 'em up. Hey, it's great to see you. Hasn't been that long. You know you haven't changed at all. Colorado Springs, cheers.